Now, when it comes to being a mystery, it's not just about like being quiet and secretive. It's more so what happens naturally whenever you control your emotions, whenever you have control over your mind and body. You do things unconsciously that come across as mysterious, and that causes people to fall for you. So this is not really something that you have to do consciously. At the end of the day, if you control your emotions, you will give off this energy. So today we're going to be reacting to a video. I believe it's from the video from Fareen about men fall in love when you're a mystery. So we're gonna watch her video, see what she has to say, and I'm gonna give you guys my take whether or not I agree with it. Let's begin.
Interest, consistent, and to be interested in you in the ways that may make you feel interested in a man, you'll often find that it doesn't work, right? When a man is being consistent with us and providing us security and showing us a lot of interest, for most women, that feels good because as women, we're hardwired for safety. We want safety and consistency, and that's what makes us feel good in a relationship and with a man because it signals for us that a man is secure, he's grounded, he's there, he's consistent. But in relationships with men, what happens is when a woman is sort of showing over pursuit or over interest, and in advance of a man's pursuit of the woman, what will tend to happen is he'll back away. And the reason for that is because, as I said, men and women fall in love differently. Men will fall in love with a woman that is more mysterious in the beginning. When he's sitting
Exactly. She's right. Honestly, people, I don't watch these videos, but yeah, she literally in the beginning, yeah, 100%. On the deep level, masculine men know that the woman of their dreams is not easy to get. She takes her time to get to know men, and because she knows her value, she can take her time in dating, ultimately leading to her being mysterious. Exactly. Men want this. Men want to figure you out piece by piece and want the satisfaction of winning you over. They don't want everything right away. Exactly. I mean, we do in one way, but also deep down, in terms of what the body reacts to, we don't. We want to work for something. And naturally, if you control your emotions and you feel an abundance mentality, which you could develop through either one, go to meditation retreats, people. Go to a Vipassana 10-day retreat. You could go to dharma.org, and there you could go to free retreats. It's donation based, or you could purchase my course, Emotional Mastery, which in that course I will teach you how to control your emotions through some of the meditation strategies that I've learned over 15 years of meditation. You can click on the description down below to check it out. And if you ever want to work with me one-on-one, go to myfoottraction.org. Let's continue with the video.
sitting there and wondering, does this girl like me? Is she interested in me? What do I have to do to win her interest over? What can I do to be the man of her dreams? I want to be her hero. Men are hardwired for challenge and they are interested in winning something over. Men that are secure and healthy and balanced in their masculine energy don't want something just to be given to them for free. Even if they do and their ego enjoys that, it's not something that they find valuable, right? They don't look at something that has just been given to them for free and take that to mean that there's a lot of value there in that.
This is what happens with online dating, to be honest with you. Like when you match with someone and you meet them, you didn't really do much work to match with them. Like you just, like they liked you liked them, and you met. There's a certain element of interest that increases whenever you don't know whether or not this person likes you, and you're meeting them at work or school or through friends, and each time you see them you're curious, do they like me or do they not like me? That's mystery. Like it creates a question mark, and every time you see them you're wondering that is mystery, that is interesting, that is attractive, that causes people to gravitate towards you more because it's more mysterious. It's the same thing in this situation. If you let them know how much you like them so quickly, it comes across as desperate. It comes across as somebody who is seeking validation real badly. And there's nothing wrong with that. The issue is when you do it uncontrollably.
Think thing that they received, because there's no sort of effort on their part to win that thing over. So men will fall in love not through security and feelings of reassurance and love. In the beginning, they don't fall in love that way. Men fall in love when there is inconsistency. So whereas a woman will fall in love when she sees periods of consistency, with a man will fall in love in the exact opposite way. So when a man is thinking this way and there's times of absence, and if you haven't seen my video, make sure you check out that video. When there's those periods initially in the beginning of a relationship, a man feels more compelled to move the relationship forward and to take natural progressive steps. He needs to feel excitement. He needs to feel that there is some sort of potential of winning this woman over, and he needs to feel that he can be the man to win you over.
And when you walk around with your heart in your sleeves, you're not going to create that impression. It's all about controlling your emotions. That's all that is. It's all about controlling them. And if you cannot control your emotions, the desire to get to the destination, the desire to get the outcome will defeat you. And you will end up doing some needy ass thing that makes me look bad.
So whereas a woman will fall in love when she sees periods of consistency, with a man will fall in love in the exact opposite way, not through security and feelings of reassurance and love. In the beginning, they don't fall in love that way. When you meet a man and you are super excited.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. When a man really likes you, when a man has the seed to potentially love you in the future, it's almost like you could be the neediest person on the planet, and it doesn't matter what you do. It's not gonna it's not gonna change how the person feels about you. Like, and that's the part that's like a little tricky, right? Because then who do these things work for, right? If being needy and meeting somebody who genuinely likes you doesn't push him away, why apply these strategies? Well, the people who will tolerate your needy ass self are people who are almost like borderline soulmate type of shit, man. like it's like when they met you, they liked you at a level over levels that are like over 10,000, right? These strategies are for people who you meet and who like you at 50%, who like you at 60%, who like you at 70%, even perhaps enough for you to not turn them off, enough for you not to push them away. Now, when you meet someone who sees you and likes you at an 80, at a 90, it doesn't matter what you do, man, they're gonna like you, right? But those people are far in between, and that's the hard part. That's the difficult part, because you don't meet them all the time.
And he gives you a little bit of attention, or you're speaking to him, or you want to date with him, and you are already all in, 2 feet in. What happens with him is he starts to feel
you see, and he also needs to be 2 feet in. But again, it's very rarely you meet people who from the start or get attached, right? It doesn't happen often. It does happen. You do have those like needy couples, right? But it's not something that you should like you shouldn't count on that, because what that says is a lot of the times we just want somebody to rescue us from our quiet desperation. A lot of us are just, it's almost like we're in the deserted island with our own selves and our own emotions, and we can't take it, and we need somebody to join us in our misery, right? And it's a state that most people are in, because it's unbearable to be by themselves. It's unbearable to feel what they feel. So they're all looking for an escape, right? And you can see how this creates a scenario where you sort of unconsciously objectify people, and you see them as your source of positive emotions, as the one who's responsible to making you feel good. And that creates a lot of problems and a lot of almost like a disconnection between you and the person.
I'm uncomfortable with that, because your over excitement starts to put doubt into his mind as to, is this the right person for me? Because you've come too easy, right?
Yeah, I remember one time this one girl, like 3 years ago. We were talking, and she had a great personality, right? Which is already a warning flag. Anyways, I was like, she was from South America. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because she might be watching this.
A man wants to have these feelings of desire for a woman, and a man wants to.
Yeah, fuck it. She was like, I was like, man, I would not mind myself getting myself a good South American wife, right? That's what I said to her. And she was like, I'm South American. And I'm like, I said that not to point to tell her that. I mean, honestly, I wasn't interested in her, right? But when she said, how about me? And I'm like, bitch, I looked away. I was like, oh, well, okay, yeah, you too. And honestly, I was wrong, right? Because actually, I got to know her, and she was kind of right. She was right, but she like that. I'm like, bitch, don't be doing that shit. That's needy. Like that shit. Like, what kind of? Who says, hey, me? I'm the one. Like it's. And most likely in her mind, it sounded like a good idea. But again, you have to realize is that you're not the only person with a brain. You're not the only person with a mind. And unfortunately, some people perceive things completely different than what you perceive them. And it might turn them off. You might be pushing them away. You might be scaring them away.
Like emotionally invest in a woman incrementally. A man is not going to meet a woman and then go head first for that woman.
Nah, I completely disagree. There are some guys out there that would. It depends on where they are in life. Like, what do they want? Some guys, and this is not most guys, but some guys do want a relationship and they do feel desperate for it. And for those guys, first of all, you shouldn't shame them for wanting a relationship really desperately because they're human beings, right? What the fuck are we talking about? Like sentient gods? Like, no, we're not. Like, we're talking about humans who live in a state of quiet desperation where most people deep down cannot stand being around themselves. That's most people. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's a lot of people. And how do I know that? Put them in a room by themselves for a whole day and watch what happens. They're gonna fucking hate themselves. They're gonna hate themselves by feeling bored, by feeling tired, by feeling annoyed, by feeling like that they want to do other things because we're social animals, right? But don't overestimate people's self-esteem. It's actually lower than what it seems to be for the most part.
And even if he is interested in her and attracted to her, he's not going to reveal his intentions and reveal his heart right away because he wants to make sure that these feelings that he's feeling are accurate and they're actually real versus moving all in. And so men that sort of dispute my messages, these men are very unhealthy and they're insecure because men that are healthy in their energies, just like a woman that is healthy in her energies is not going to get goo goo gaga over a man right away because she wants to see that he's consistent.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I call me insecure because that tends to be me sometimes. Like 50% of the times when I meet someone that I really like, I could control myself, but there's a certain point when you like them a lot, like it's and it all depends where you are in life or how you feel in that moment. But it's hard to be someone that you like and control yourself. It really is hard, right? But it's the challenge, right? It's a sign of growth to be able to control yourself whenever in the face of craving, in the face of your dreams becoming a reality. How much can you control yourself is indicative of how much growth you've done as a person, right? So that's why it's such a good thing to treat relationships or the pursuit of a relationship as a spiritual practice to get to know yourself.
And he's secure and he is confident in himself. A man that is in his secure, healthy, balanced masculine, although he wants love and he absolutely wants love and commitment, he is not going to meet a woman and think to himself, oh my God, this is the one, and desperately try to win her over. Chasing is not healthy pursuit, right? Chasing comes from a space of abandonment within and looking to meet one's needs through someone else.
Yeah, and the truth is that chasing, look, as a guy, there's nothing wrong with chasing. The problem is over pursuing. Like, there's nothing wrong with pursuing a woman. The problem is when you over pursue, when she's not reciprocating, and yet you being hard headed, being a cabeza dura, and you're still chasing them. Like, that's the difference. Like, me as a guy, I will pursue you. I will message you. I would say, hey, trying to hang out. I will send that question mark. I will send the angry face. Now I'm kidding. You don't do that shit, man. That shit is creepy. But I would initiate contact. I just won't go above and beyond if you're not reciprocating the same energy.
That's what chasing is. And women that enjoy being chased and enjoy that are also coming from a codependent space within, because when you're coming from a healthier space within yourself, you want to be pursued.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was unhealthy. I'm like, what?
And you want that consistency, but you also understand that a man doesn't know you yet. And so it takes time to organically build that sort of relationship with someone. It's not something that's going to happen right away. And so when I say a man enjoys mystery and men fall in love with mystery, what I'm talking about is a man needs to experience the feelings of, am I going to see her again? I can't wait to see her again. Oh, I miss her. Oh, being with
I'm definitely gonna make a video about this, like my own version of this, because this is a really good topic. But it's usually when I make videos, I usually like suggestions. I usually suggest, like, actually one of her videos, I made a video about men fall in love in your absence right here, right? She seems to make good topics.
with her was really fun. I wonder how it's going to be with her again. And is she thinking about me? She hasn't messaged me. I wonder if she really likes me. Is she talking to other men? Men need to feel these feelings of uncertainty to decide if they want to take it to the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And it's not a feeling that they get right away. When a man meets a woman on a dating app, or he meets someone on the street or whatnot, the initial pull to her will be her looks, and there will be a level of, oh, I feel attraction to this woman. That will definitely be there. But after that, he's going to want to uncover her little by little. And the way that he does that is by getting to know you emotionally little by little. And he wants to unravel you. So a man is very excited to meet a woman and to be interested in the woman versus being with women that are interested in him. Now, healthy men want to work for what they have, right? Healthy men don't want to be with a woman and ultimately marry a woman that is just so easy to...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I prefer to meet women in real life over online. Like, I remember when I was much younger and I was into, like, meeting women at bars or at the street. I remember the feeling of getting a woman from meeting her at a coffee shop or at a bar or at a club versus meeting her online. The sensation was completely different. The feeling of accomplishment was more felt when you meet them in a more difficult situation. So it is true. Online, it's a layup. It's just a layup, an easy layup. But when you meet them in real life, that's a 3-point shot with a hand in your face and covered by 2 people and a foul. Like, it's not that easy, and it's more rewarding.
To get, right? When a woman just gives...
That's why it's better to get off of online dating.
A woman that is just so easy to get, right? When a woman just gives herself away to someone, that signals to a man that this woman might cheat on me in the future. If she so easily gave herself away to me, then for sure she's going to go and give herself away to someone else that gives her attention. So a healthier man and a man that's more in his masculine energy is going to understand that, yes, there has to be some sort of winning over process. Now, I'm not talking about being mysterious on purpose or to play games, because I don't advocate for games. I'm talking about being secure within yourself, and when you're secure within yourself, the natural byproduct of that is being mysterious. Because when you're being...
It's almost like she watches my channel. This girl's educated.
Being mysterious and you meet a man, no matter how handsome he is, what credentials he has, you're not going to think, oh wow, this guy is so amazing, because you're going to want to see what level of effort he puts into getting to know you. When you are getting to know a man and you feel confident about yourself as a woman, what happens is the pool of men widens for you. And men that are attractive and, let's say, high value quality men know this. So they know when they've met a quality woman, and they know that...
And also a big part is to, if you want to open up your pool of men, is to find a way to show vulnerability. Some of you women are too fucking indestructible and you look indestructible, like a walking Terminator. Like, you guys need to show some vulnerability. All of this boss bitch type of stuff is fine. Good. Keep it to yourself though, because when a man sees that a woman is a boss bitch, that she has her own house, her own Lamborghini, her own money, her own butler, she even has her own little Tyrone, the personal trainer. What that says, it's like a woman who's fucking diesel. Like a woman who got muscles coming out her ears. Her legs are like tree trunks. Like it's like there's a mountain peak in her biceps. That type of stuff. It is strength, but not the type of strength that a man likes. A man does not want to see a freaking Adam's apple in your biceps. A man does not want to see you being able to lift more than him. Unfortunately, men don't want to see somebody who makes way more money than them and more successful. It's unfortunate, and that, unfortunately for women, it lowers your mating pool. Don't get mad at me, people. I did not make men. I'm just explaining them. I am not the author. I am not the creator. I did not split the atom. That's just how people are. And it sucks, right? But that's how the playing field is even, right? You guys have a special power, which is the power of the poom poom, right? Which is the ability for a man to see a woman completely, his body completely changes its neurochemistry and its hormone by just looking at a woman. That's power. So it got to balance out somehow, right? You can't just have all the physical strength and then the beauty. No, something has to give up. And it sucks though, because in today's world, women have the ability to be successful, to make money, to not need a man. But unfortunately, over millions of years of evolution and plenty of different homos, like, different types of humans, the great apes, throughout all of that evolution, what has been attractive to a man is a woman who was vulnerable, who needed him. And invulnerability and not needing a man is not attractive, ladies and gentlemen. It just makes the man feel insecure. Call it toxic masculinity, call it human nature, call it God. I don't know. Don't get mad at me for human nature.
There's going to be a lot of men in pursuit of her. And that also invigorates a man, because a man wants to be with a woman that has options and that isn't super goo gaga over him. And so when a woman is super gaga over a man and is super interested in him right away, a man starts to think, I didn't really do much to get her to be interested in me. Why is she so interested in me? And because
and sometimes if he has low self-esteem, he might lose interest. I remember, like, when I had women, I think I distinctly remember that when a woman, like, was interested in me, sometimes I would get turned off. I remember that. And it made no sense, honestly. It made no fucking sense. Until I had a few drinks and then all of a sudden, right? But I remember that. And that's just because of low self-esteem, right? Some people want to be with someone who they think is better than them.
Level of security is greater than where your level of security is, it's not going to feel of resonance. There's going to be this pull away from each other, because in terms of resonance, you're going to be attracted to who you are, right? And when it comes to men, always want to settle down and be with a woman that they think is better than them. So a man is never going to, and again, a healthy masculine man is never going to want to settle with a woman that wanted him more than he wanted her. And even if he does that, he's going to find that as time goes on, the attraction for her is going to wane. So what happens often is when a man is not in his healthy or mature masculine and he's in the younger phases of his life, what will happen is he might meet tons of women and have this idea of like conquest. So egoically, he might love being pursued by women, and depending on what stage in life he's at, if he ends up settling down with one of these women that sort of was easy to get, he will quickly find that he made the wrong decision. And oftentimes these men become trapped in these situations because now there's kids involved, or he's
Damn, girl, that's a big leap. You already got kids? Not even a kid, kids. Holy shit.
himself in this relationship out of lust. Now he can't get out. And so healthy men, or men that are more in their masculine energy and they're more mature, so they've moved past this phase of conquest, they are going to really be drawn to women that are not easily gettable or attainable. They're going to be attracted to women that feel good about themselves, that want love, that don't play games, and that are a natural challenge and provide a natural mystery. And these men are going to be attracted to women where they're the ones that have to put the effort in versus the woman having to put the effort in.
Yeah, and honestly, the best situations is meeting them in person, people. Meeting them in person and not telling your friend how much you like them, and talking, having her talk to him for you. No, let the guy show you he likes you through observation and coming up to you and clearly showing he likes you in a way that's undeniable. None of this mystery. None of this. Oh, he's just a shy guy, so I gotta make an effort. No, fuck that shit, man. If he's too shy to not approach you, or to not even hint or even look at you, then you don't want those shitty genes. You don't want those shy, quiet genes. You don't want that. You want the type of genes that comes up to you, the type of genes that shows you they like you. Big dick energy.
Now, as I mentioned before, men want to feel the feelings of uncertainty. They want to feel the feelings of insecurity. They want to feel doubt. They want to feel uncertainty to fall in love. If a man is not feeling the feelings of, oh, I miss her, oh, I want to see her again, he's not going to be that into you. Whereas in a woman wants to feel the exact opposite feelings. She wants to feel, wow, this man is grounded, this man is strong, this man is pursuing me, this man is consistent, this man is true to his word. Whatever he says, he's doing it. He's not playing games. He's not wishy-washy. He's not all over the place. A woman is going to fall in love when she sees that security in the man. And now in terms of time frame, in my books, I talk about this more in depth. So you can check those out if you're interested in that. I specifically talk about this and what men want. And I'll also go over different
people. Let's see what she has to say.
Stages. And my partner also writes in there as well. So it's really nice to read what he wrote about me as well. Link is in the comment. What ends up happening with a man that is more secure in terms of his timeline, he will meet a woman and he will think to himself, oh, I'm really interested in this woman. There's something different about her. But he's going to take a period of time, assess whether that feeling is actually true, and he's going to do that over a period of time. He wants to test out his feeling, let's say, right? He needs to see evidence of it, because females are more emotionally based. A man that is masculine also is guided by his feelings, so everything is a gut response, but he's going to test that out, and he's going to...
And also your dick can lie to you. It'll make you think you like the girl, but in reality you don't. And then you're left with a very difficult situation where the woman likes you, and you don't know what to do about it, because you're like, okay, like I thought I liked her. Now we hooked up and I realize I don't like her as much. And that creates awkward situations. Situations that are not comfortable for either you or the man. So look, man, it is complicated, man. It really is. That's why I have a job. That's why I make videos, and that's why you guys watch it, because it is complicated. But at the end of the day, people, what's complicated is our emotions. If you control your emotions, this gets so much more easy. Because you're going to stop treating this as your emotional therapy, and you will learn to control your emotions. And nothing will teach you better how to control your emotions than a meditation practice. Unfortunately, for some of you guys might be tired of me telling you that, but that's just, I can't tell you something that I can't suggest something else, because unfortunately, this is the best thing you could do for yourself. All right? Anyways, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindforattraction.org. We may have to cancel some seminar dates, people, unfortunately. Some things have come up, so I may have to cancel the New York City one. I may have to give... I'm gonna let you guys know tomorrow about that, man. All right? Anyways, take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't purchased any of my courses, we have a special bundle deal for everyone. So that you can purchase all of my courses, meaning you could purchase the Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and Nice Girl, along with all of the bonuses. Originally, if you purchase everything without the bundle, it'll be around $500, to be honest with you. But right now, if you guys purchase it with the bundle, you guys will be able to get all of these courses: Psychological Game of Attraction, which is for women who are single; Natural Chemistry, which is for women who are in a relationship; Nice Girl, which is a course on assertiveness, along with all of the bonuses, social mastery, practical mastery in terms of how to master anything, social mastery in terms of how to master your social skills, and the laws of human nature, wherein it's part of the Robert Greene book club I used to have. All of these, naturally, like I said, it's 500. Now you get it at 394, which is essentially 20% off everything. But if you guys want to purchase a more affordable bundle, you guys can purchase the bundle without the bonuses, and that will be at 224 rather than the 300. Well, rather than the 293 that you guys would naturally purchase it. So you could purchase it with the bundle or without the bundle. You could purchase it with the bonuses or without the bonuses. It's all of the work that I put in the last 4 years, in the last 5 years, actually, all of the research that I've done. And this course, rather than watching all of my videos, and because they could be random and you could sort of like lose the big picture because there's just so many videos, you guys get all of the content condensed in a course. Trust me, people, if you guys purchase this, you won't regret it. If you haven't purchased it, hopefully this will push you towards it, because it's something that I believe in, and everyone who's purchased my course have been satisfied with it. And if they didn't like it, I always give their money back. I have never rejected a refund. All right. So purchase it right now. Click on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle, and I'll see you guys inside.